time for TOL week something, 5, 6, wherever the fuck we are. And we've got two big players coming back from injury. For the drunkards, we got Tiffany and her sweet, sweet choice piece of ass. And then you got Green Magic coming back for the gamers. Of course, the gamers being my mortal enemies, I shall be firmly in the camp of the drunkards here. Drunkards, an interesting team, can beat anybody, but may not just be expected to run the table. DPS always puts together a pretty strong, kick-ass team, and they've been doing well thus far. A couple of big wins, but they've dragged Magic down before he reaches the 20. So good old Tom RSG takes over. Oh, they pick up one guy, and that forces him to throw it away. Actually, that RB2 there, the receiver, forced into blocking mode, but did save the sack. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of pressure from the D-line, although it's picked up nicely. They find LJC for a solid 20-yard pickup. That brings them out to the 38. There's a man in motion. The give is to Green Magic. Picks up 4. Whole playbook open to him. 2nd and 6. This time everybody's covered. He's got some pressure. Tom is not super fast and only able to pick up dose on that play. Here comes the pressure. This time they got it, but he just fires it super long. Couldn't decide, do I go with the top guy? Do I go with the short guy? He got confused and thought the WR2 was the one running the fly. So that will bring up a punt. Anytime you stop a DPS-built offense, you got to feel pretty good about yourself. So let's see what the drunkards can do. I believe they are down. No, they have Justin Fields. Yes, but Bill Murray is their QB. So let's see what the deal is. He just got sprung for a nice little 12-yard gain. Looks like we're going reverse. They've got a couple of streakers, and he is able to get past them. So the reverse works out pretty well. They'll certainly take 20 yards on the reverse play there. That DB was coming through, but the wide receiver perfectly took the angle. This time they toss it, a very dangerous throw. Receiver had to turn defender on that and knock it away. Actually, there was some miscommunication. Both DBs thought they were going to take it to the house. Nice little throw for Frank Lloyd Wright as he picks up 20. Got a quick dump off. This time, but he's going to force it to Ackroyd. Knocked away inside the end zone. 2nd and 10. Everybody was holding their breath there. It's been pretty much all passes. A lot of pressure. He's got an open man. A diving Ramos. Harold, what a catch. And the drunkards, at least initially, have found something. Let's see. This is just going to be a run, and I like the call. Oh, stopped. Just right there. Now let's see the pitch. She's not going to try to find her own hole. She's instead just going to waltz in. Joe has a hard enough time finding it. She's just going to waltz in on this classic plan. And there it is. So the drunkards draw. First blood. Butthead out to kick. Going to angle it up. Let's see if that changes anything for Magic. And it does prevent a big return, so they're happy with that. He's right out to the 20. Uh-oh, this could be a problem. They've left the legend. They've left the man himself through all the stories. And just like that, they worked so hard to drive down the field. And the legend himself, Dread Pirate Scotty, comes in, and I was trying to think of a cool RSG nickname, but nothing came to me, so that was a bummer. But anyway, and just like that, the play strikes. He leaps up. That great frame. Wouldn't expect a 36-inch vertical out of him, but he's got it. The flying hair outside the helmet as he rode down, and just nothing but green. Pretty solid return for CM Punk. Let's see, are they going to give it back to that TD scoring play? They are. Decent blocking out in front of her. And so she's going to fight hard for 7. She usually gets 5, so she's very happy anytime she encounters 7. There goes Justin Fields, who looks like maybe picked up a condition to the 20, to the 10. Look at that vegan go. He finds the end zone. Wow, he must have taken some B-complex vitamins or something, because he was looking like shit last game. On fire there. Clearly jumped up a condition. I like it. And so it is 14-7. Action-packed first quarter. This time they brewed it straight down the center. Look at the speed of some of those DBs. Magic, though, gets away from the first wave. Brought down just before the 30. Trips to the near side for Tom. But it's a pitch to Magic, trying to use the blockers. He runs over one guy, picks up 4 in the process. Magic coming back from injury, so we know he's pretty much going to be feeling average. Oh, the man was open, but a very impressive defensive play there to leap up and knock it down. Double back set. They don't want to give the ball away, but they are, because Brad, look at the size of my pecker, knocks it, actually jumps in for the sack. Could have possibly had a blocked punt there. Let's see. Will CM Punk have an opportunity? He will, waiting at the 14. Look at the job of the blocker, who frees him after all that fighting and does get an extra 3 or 4 yards. But that one blocker was just tossing folks left and right. Got a dump off across the middle. Finds choice piece for 9.5. Let's see what they do here. 2nd and 1, so they're going to call that short down play. It's going to work well for them. Nice mix of run and pass. Here comes a called play. They get it off, and it's caught. How angry are you when that happens to you? Called fucking play. Not only do you not get the sack, although they will right here as a little bit of redemption. Fill me up now. Gets the sack to bring up 2nd and 18. But you get a called play, and then they get a fucking completion out of it. That is serious bullshit. Look at Choice Piece making some nice moves. She may be up a condition. 3rd and 9, big play. They decide to go for the run. She's going to try to find her own way. Oh, if only she went to the outside. It's like my kids in football. How many fucking times do I have to say, get to the goddamn outside? And this looks like a good kick. Going to split the uprights there. So padding their lead, 17-7. Reminiscent of the Chiefs-Eagles game last night. Will the team with only 7 be able to muster an impressive comeback and get the win? Magic with his best return out past the 40. Got a couple of choices, but a shitty throw. Gonna have a guy up the middle. Also gonna have the dump off. Where's the dive? You gotta hustle for that, dude. Instead, he just slowly trotted there. Worried he was gonna dive and missed the tackle. A lot of pressure, and it's an INT. God, the receiver you hate the most when they get that ball, especially if you have not paid your RB1. What a fucking cluster that is. Got the quick dump off, but they're going to find choice piece. There she is. Tried to split the D. Got double teamed instead. There's the pitch. She's still rolling. Nice little moves up to the 7. 7-yard gain. I was distracted by Choice Piece's buttons. Got the dump off, but they're going greedy. Oh, and it's a double jump knocked away. I think I would have taken the first there. Time a slight factor, 58 seconds. Will definitely be the factor for the next team. Does have the dump off. Tries to draw people in. Gets way too greedy. Oh, man. Had that easy first down. And this kick is more debatable. It does escape the blocker and doinks off. And that is painful. 31 seconds now. They need to stop a complete catastrophe. Called play. It's going to fire it off. And incomplete. 22 seconds. We've seen him score in one. We know it can be done. Probably not going to be done with a run. 10 seconds. Oh, and there goes Magic. He had just come back from injury and apparently too quick. Tomcat also hurt. That will bring in Soup as kick returner. And you got to assume WR3 is pretty unpaid. Best call. They should just hawk it. Oh, they decided to dump it off to Little Don's. No way does he have the speed for anything. Pads a few stats. So halftime here at the Drunkard's House of Ale. And they're pretty excited about a 10-point lead, although bitter. It's not 13 or even 4. Excuse me, yeah. I don't even know how to do math right now. CM Punk gets out there, right? Could have been a 13-point lead, could have been a 17-point lead. Here's the reverse. I don't know if it's going to work as well this time, and does not. You got to hate that. You lose 8 on the reverse. Coming out with something new and funky. Let's see what they do here. They're going to have their dump off. Certainly need to do it. There's Choice Piece. Trying to do a little something. Can't quite hit the outside. And then she goes down. Remember, she too was hurt. You got to wonder if there's something going on with Green Magic and Choice Piece, both desperate to get back to the same spot. And as you can see, Bill Murray out. So down your starting QB and starting RB2. They're going to put it in Fields' hands. And it doesn't work. 4th and 4, so a huge initial stop by the Gamers. Maynard, good old sad Brad, pretty solid kick to the 6, desperate to make the tackle, and the Gambler, remember they have no returners now. So the Gambler, and the Gambler is in as the running back. This is pretty catastrophic, although he's still going to pick up a few yards. But down, look at that. That is a big hurt to the team. They're going to have to rely on the legend. Will they just toss it to him? And it's a pick, and this could be a big problem. Goof dives in for the end zone, and it's a pick 6. The running back is out. They got a sub in there, doesn't know what the hell's going on. And a well-paid defender steps right in front of him and takes it to the house. And so just like that, it is now a 17-point lead. They kick it off to Soup, who is quaking in his soup. And he gets out to as good as you're going to do. 27. Here comes motion. Can they do that quick throw? Find him. LJC manages to get open. Gets a diver, gets another diver, one more diver, and he's there. And he is. Here comes somebody super speedy. Actually, that is the hustle play of the day to drag him down, because now with a weak run game, and especially on a called play, but a weak run game really hurts. Now it's 2nd and 9. They're going to pass. They've got the legend, and it's an INT. So the hustle play pays off, pays dividends big time. They drag him down at the 3. CM Punk now, who is filling in for Choice Piece, but is pretty well paid because CM is the returner. So a little more depth here is turning out to be very fortuitous, and they've left a man wide open. Harold's wide open, and it's a soft throw from Fields. Gets the double diver to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. And just like that, things have gotten out of hand. Justin Fields puts it up with a soft, smooth touch. Ramus with the catch. Unlike the fucking Chiefs receiver who drops the TD throw with a minute left. That couldn't have been laid out to him even any better. Now they angle it up. Soup struggles to get there, is met, and then destroyed before the 10. Got somebody at his feet. It's a nice throw. It's a perfect throw. Tom just laid that one up perfectly. There's still some fight left. Couldn't have been better. The defender was there. But he had just a half step, and that's all he needed. Everybody's covered. Let's see who he tries to find it to. Ends up being incomplete and gets tossed on his ass. No roughing the passer penalty, because this is 1991, baby. Pressure and knocked down. Third and 10. It's not go for it time yet. Oh, they leave him open. They leave the legend open. There's pressure. It looks like it gets through. It's a beautiful throw, and once again, the legend is just going to waltz in. Long hair flowing behind him as he skips lightly into the end zone. That big man has some dexterity, not only in his fingers, but clearly in his feet. And so the one bright spot for the gamers has been the connection of Tom to the legend. Let's see if they can get crazy lucky here. They do not. Justin Fields is somehow, even with his vegan strength, able to wrestle that ball away from people. Now Fields is going to take it. He's got some green. Looks like he's dropped a condition. And he takes a weird angle. He was a little blurry there. He has run out of the B vitamins. They have exited his body, and he is in trouble. Is able to run over a guy. He says, fuck you, I can still move along. Although he's seeing three people, not quite sure what's going on. Now it's a pass. They've got two dump-offs, but it's a terrible... Oh! What? Oh, we need a replay there, friends. Looks like his feet were out of bounds. The ref immediately calls catch. The Drunkards rush to the line to make sure things are still going. CM Punk fires forward for 7. The play cannot be reviewed despite 3 challenge flags being thrown out from the gamers. Fields then narrowly misses Tecmo Lou, and it's going to be another TD strike. So the Drunkards are putting on a show, courtesy of Justin Fields, Harold Ramos, and CM motherfucking Punk. Beavis and his best bud kick it through, 38-14. 3 minutes left. Let's see what can happen. They race through an immediate tackle. You're just happy when he doesn't fumble. Shotgun. Line holds pretty nicely. Got a dump off, but he's covered well. There's the sack from my favorite, the Professor Bobby. I'm such a lesher. Oh, Bobby is there again to make a tackle, and it brings up a big 4th down. This could get ugly quick. Let's see what they choose to do here. Well, they do their favorite play, and they have somebody open. They've got LJC, and he's able to fight to get to the 1st down and much more with a nice move. So that prevented a catastrophe, because the Drunkards were going to really start to open up a can of whoop-ass if they took over at the Gamers 30. But instead, they move the chains. Now they've got another chance for a connection. Can anybody get there? Oh, and Tom actually a little jealous of the glory that the legend is getting. Decides to tuck and run. Solid play, but not the TD that they needed or wanted. Pressure, line holds, got all of his choices. Fires to LJ. Is anybody there? And they do make that tackle, so let's see. Can they stop him with the weak run game? This play can sometimes work, but not when it's called. And not. I can't believe he coughs it up, and the Drunkards once again, they're stopped inside the 5, and the next play results in a turnover. So all you young kids out there, if that is not incentive to hustle, I don't know what the hell is. And now the Drunkards, just with 47 seconds, looking to wind the clock, doing some QB runs. Fields thought maybe he was going to pick up a little more there. 2 plays left. Here's the pitch to Punk. Punk's going to swing it to the near side. Got 2 blockers in front of him. Gets that 1st down. Chewed up a lot of clock with that. Probably last play. They try it again. Does not have the same hole, but is able to have the satisfaction of running somebody over for the last play of the game. Matt LJC, actually the leading receiver. 3 picks from Tom RSG. But Fields, the substitute, comes in with 69%. Obviously, if you look at the yards, you would have thought the Gamers would be in it, even with some of their subs. But 11 first down, unable to stop the run. 158 yards there. And the Drunkards get a couple of lucky turnovers and pretty much put on a whooping.